I'm the production designer and co-producer is technically my title. So I spend about half of my time production designing. And production designing means I figure out what everything in the show looks like, basically. If you spend any time in film or television, it does not take too long to figure out that the word producer really means a different thing for every single person that does it. Like, there's a lot of different jobs that have to get done to make the TV show come together. And mostly what it is on this show is it's helping. As hard as it is to shoot every episode in 7 days, it's also incredibly hard to prep every episode in 7 days. So really caretaking that process. Mostly because it is the job that found me. Like, I don't know very many people that have a lot of luck starting out their careers by picking exactly the job or the script, whatever they want, and then going after it until they get it. Like, sometimes that works, but the vast majority of times, I'm just excited to work on and make the most of the things that pop up and are available to me. And because I've been doing that for long enough, now the things that pop up and are available to me are pretty great. Like, I love this show. I work here because I love the people that wrote this script. I feel incredibly lucky that the group of people that I work with are also produced a really fun show to work on. You know, that's fantastic. It's fun. I mean, I like doing the show that is not like anything else on television, really. You know, there's a few more movies that it's like, but we are a weird television show. I can't think of any other show on television that has the lead spend 4 minutes in green bikini underwear wandering around the screen. But we have an episode where we do that. Most of the projects I've done, certainly in theater and some of them in film television, are directly because of SMU. And writers on this show, they didn't get me hired in the show, but I got them hired. They're hired on this show, writing this show because they went to SMU. Obviously, it has to do with the education because it's a place where you learn a lot. But for me, the real key was all those people. Your best case scenario for life is that these people are who you do great stuff with in the future. I have not a doubt in my mind. So that is what SMU did for me. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point in my career, I think I've been more often the person making the phone call than the person receiving the phone call. But that wasn't always true. You know, I was just starting, and I basically made my career by just working. You know, sometimes I was working for almost no money or literally no money. But that led to meeting people and getting other jobs. And for a long time, you know, half the plays I did, maybe more, were because people at SMU called me up and wanted me to design something. Friends of mine from SMU founded Kitchen Dog, and I did all the first 4 or 5 Kitchen Dog shows. Founded Hidden Theater in Minneapolis, and I did all of their original shows. The architect on a renovation of the Marilyn Monroe Theater inside the Lee Strasberg Creative Center in Los Angeles, and that's because an SMU person called me up and said, hey, we need someone to redesign this theater, can you come be the architect on this job? And then I designed the first 3 plays in the new space. SMU was full of incredibly talented people who were driven. Charlie Helfert, who you know, really good at finding good students. Teenager thoughts and fears. My advice is to actually, if it's theater, to actually do theater all the time. You know, like if you don't have enough money to not have another job, well then obviously you're going to have some other job. But I would say the wrong approach is to, if you're an actor, the wrong approach is just to audition for things and wait to be cast. Like, if you're great and you're really lucky and you get cast and stuff right away, well that's great, you're constantly working. But if you feel like you're auditioning for things or you're writing, you're trying to sell your scripts or get your scripts produced, whatever it may be, that's great, you can do that as a part of what you do. But my real advice is, while you're waiting for that to happen, is to do it yourself. Like, it is so easy. So the real reason I say to keep doing it is, there's probably no better person to teach you at that point than yourself. It really does help to be better at what you do. And to get better at what you do, it really does help to do it a lot. With knowledge and philosophy. And oh, to be dumb, oh, to be smart. You might be missing a broken heart.